All right, there we go. We are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics, and I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch this video on what I feel is a perfect day. Today is November 9th, 2018. Today is officially my birthday. It is 1:40 p.m., and thank you for the well wishes. Sith Lord is here. Sam Stackhouse is here. Thank you. That's very nice of you. This was just a last-minute video because I'm actually going to be pretty busy today. I just finished opening some birthday presents from my wife, and if she ever watches this, I want to say thank you. I love you and appreciate everything, but she had to run off to do a business meeting, and I'm actually going to be DJing a Sweet 16 party today. So while I had a little bit of time, I wanted to do this quick video because one of the things I like to do for my birthday is I like to get myself a little something. So this way, I cover all bases just in case if somebody in the family or anything can't get something like this, I could get it myself. So that's welcome everybody. Retro is here. Josh, Florence, Probe is here. I got Darwin's here. We have Big Lion, John McLeroy, always welcome, and I thank you for the birthday wishes. You guys are really nice. And if anybody's asking, I am officially turning 21 today, so I will be legally able to drink. So that's always a good thing. I've always wondered what alcohol tastes like, so I'm looking forward to finding out finally and legally. So Herbert, welcome. So I have a box here. Now look at the wonderful job that the post office has done with a mega key issue. Now, this will actually be my second copy of this, which I find funny because this was one of my stolen books years ago. My house got robbed back in 1998. And, I'm sorry, not 1998, 2001. And for years, I tried to get this book, but deals didn't go through. It didn't happen. And I just got one finally recently, about 2 months ago. And now all of a sudden, I have a second one. Well, I hope I have a second one, because as you can see with this wonderful box, UPS does an amazing job at screwing up boxes. So we're going to do this unboxing live, and let's see what happens. But luckily, I told them to put it in a box, so just imagine if this was in an envelope. So it looks like... Okay, so the box inside looks like it's okay. So this is why I always tell people, and I want to say really quick, wow, that's really nice, Sith Lord. Thanks for the super chat. He writes, happy birthday, Chris. This is a small gift from all of us, your subscribers. Thank you. Even just saying happy birthday is a wonderful gift. But as always, if somebody's kind enough to do one of those super chats, I want to make sure I mention it really quick. And Noah says, was it delivered by HDS? Well, whoever delivered it decided to use it as a soccer ball. So, but that's why I always tell people, make sure you tell sellers to, first of all, put it in cardboard, because you could see there's nothing wrong with the cardboard. So even though the outer box got damaged, the comic is safe. A lot of times people will put it in a box, but not even put the comic in cardboard. Now, they really should have done a little bit more cardboard, but as long as it's okay, that is all I care about. So please make sure, don't assume that even somebody that sells comics for a living on eBay or Amazon or wherever, don't assume they know how to mail comics or even care to mail it the right way. Because believe me, if they have the opportunity to save money, they will. That's why most people send them in mailers, because a mailer is only going to cost them $3 or $4. The boxes could cost, you know, sometimes up to 20 bucks. So, you know, but the thing is, if the comic ends up being returned because it's damaged, how much money did you save? All right, so here's the comic. It looks like it wasn't damaged at all, so I'm very happy about this. I cannot wait to show you guys. And don't forget to stick around. I will do surprise subscriber shout-out. I'm pretty much going to name everybody today because you're all kind enough to say happy birthday, and I appreciate that. So here is my second copy in the past 2 months, even though it took me years to finally get the first one. So, for my birthday, I treated myself to another copy of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 14, which is the first appearance of the Green Goblin And like I always say, his flying broomstick or vacuum of death. Hey, Reggie, what's up? Now, as you can see right here, somebody wrote their name in like grease pencil, and they also wrote their name on the first page, but that's all right. There is a piece in the corner missing. Let me see if there was anything else. Other than that, this looks pretty good. Now, I don't know how much they take off of a grade because of somebody writing their name. Now, obviously, that's not a major bit, but that will lower the grade. But as you can see, the colors present really well. Now, that tape is on the outside, as you can see right here, not on the actual cover, which I'm very happy about. So right now, you're seeing it taped before a live audience. So we'll remove that. But you can see, I'll show you the edge. Looks pretty darn good. Now, there is a piece. Is there a piece? Yeah. From here to here, there's a little piece missing. So I would say this is probably, I mean, obviously I have to check the whole book, which I recommend to everybody. I would say this is probably between a 4.0 and a 5.0. Hey, Comic Addiction. Welcome and thank you. Again, if anybody does the super chats, I want to make sure I read it right away because I definitely appreciate those things. He says, it's not much, but happy birthday. I'll check in later. He's at work. Dude, never apologize for being kind. There is no right price level for being kind. That could be 50 cents, and it's the thought that counts. So please, don't ever make yourself feel bad because I appreciate it regardless. And trying to get it from the glare. So this is a book. The reason I got the second one is, first of all, my ultimate goal is to get an Amazing Fantasy 15. And I think the only way I'm going to be able to do it is by hopefully seeing if somebody wants to trade. Now, obviously, for a book like that, I'm going to need some good books. So that's why I have 2 copies now of Amazing Spider-Man 14. I have 3 copies of Hulk 181. I have several duplicates. So this way, I can put a package deal together of a lot of key issues. And obviously, I know I'm going to only be able to get a lower grade. But to me, like I've always said, low grade is better than no grade. And I tell people, if you put your mind to things, you can achieve anything. Because if the only way I could get Amazing Fantasy 15 is by paying cash for it, I don't have that kind of money. But if I have a couple of $1,000 worth of comics where I have extras of, and I could trade a whole bundle of key issues for somebody that maybe has 2 or 3 Amazing Fantasy 15s and they don't mind getting rid of their 1.0, I'm going to try my best to do it. So this is also, if you look at it, this is now in, Spider-Man is now in the Amazing, Marvel Cinematic Universe. How long it stays depends on the contracts, but I don't think Sony's going to be dumb enough to get rid of it anytime soon. So it's just a matter of time before Green Goblin is in a movie. It's just like never having the Joker in a Batman movie. It's just ridiculous. Besides Venom, this is the most popular villain of all time when it comes to Amazing Spider-Man villains. I mean, obviously, you can have a difference of opinion of that, but that's what I view. So this book will continue to rise. So don't overpay for it. I mean, if you pay, see, this is a kind of book where even paying the price of what it's valued at this point is totally worth it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first tell you how much I paid for it, and then how much it's currently going for. Like I said, this is probably between a 4.0 and a 5.0. I mean, it depends on the rest of the book. Again, I don't really make a final grade until I check the whole thing. But I spent a total of $518.99, which includes shipping and handling. Now, some of you might say, wow, that's a lot of money, $500 for this book. Now, if you look at, I will even go down to a 2.0. The current value, according to GoCollect.com, for a 2.0 is $600. So even if this book grades at a 2.0, I paid less than what the current value is before there's a movie. If we go to a 4.0, that shoots up to $925. If it goes to a 4.5, that's $1,150. And if it gets up to a 5.0, fingers crossed, I'd love that, $1,300. And that is before you see anything even mentioned in a teaser, even Harry Osborn or Norman Osborn mentioned in a teaser. This book will continue to go up. So this is something I highly recommend. Like anything from X-Men, like especially the first appearance of Wolverine, anything from the Fantastic Four, especially the first appearance of Silver Surfer, Galactus, which is basically the same book, or Doctor Doom. And this book, these to me are no-brainers that even though they can be expensive, you ain't seen nothing yet. So now is the time to get these in any condition. So you make your judgment of what you think this book is worth. But like I said, I spent $518.99. Other than the little piece missing here and the piece missing here. I mean, it's not totally ripped. It's just part of it. Probably somebody got tape on it and it ended up stripping off the part of it. So it doesn't rip all the way through. But if you look at the colors, there's no way this is grading a 2.0. And if you look on GoCollect.com, you'll see a 2.0 right now is valued at $600, which is basically about $80 less than what I paid as of now. So my highest recommendation is don't assume if you don't have the money to pay for something that you can't make deals happen. And this is why I suggest to people all the time, get duplicates of key issues if you can, because you can use them as trade bait. So if I made a package of an Amazing Spider-Man 14, a Hulk 181, a Fantastic Four number 48 and 49, throw in a couple of other comics, somebody might say, you know what, for all of those books, I'll give away my lowest Amazing Fantasy 15. So I can't guarantee it will happen, but I cannot rely, because a 0.5 of Amazing Fantasy 15 is going for about $8,000. I just don't have that money to spend. But I know I have $8,000 worth of comics. I have a lot more than $8,000 worth. So I could make a trade and make something happen. So you can make things happen. Don't think that if you don't have the money for something that you don't have the ability. If you fix roofs for a living, or if you do lawn care, or if you paint houses, you could make a barter deal with somebody. If you know somebody needs their garbage in their backyard removed, and they have a comic that you want, say to them, listen, instead of paying me cash, if I do your fence, or install your refrigerator, or, you know, change your oil burner, or fix something, you give me a comic instead, you're still getting what you want, and you didn't have to spend any money. So use this brain. There's always ways to make things happen. So just in case of you coming in, because I can't stay long, because like I said, I'm actually DJing a Sweet 16 party. And for those asking, today I have officially turned 21. So at the party, I'm looking forward to seeing what my first wine cooler will taste like. I've never had alcohol in my 21 years of life. So I'm looking forward to that. But it just shows, even on my birthday, I'll be working. But I only have to work 4 hours, and I don't really consider it work. And I make a decent amount of money just basically playing music that they select me to play. That's what I love about it. So I paid a total of $518 for this book. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 14, first appearance of the Green Goblin. The first thing I'm going to do is the surprise subscriber shout out, but I'm going to mention everybody today because just the fact that you're here means a lot to me. So I am going to go with Wrong Number. I like that name. So Wrong Number, you are today's surprise subscriber shout out. But I want to give a shout out to everybody today because it means a lot that you're here. I really appreciate that. So again, Sith Lord, Comic Addiction, Jose, Florence, always good to see you here. LV Travel 99, Niall Campbell, Big Lion, Reggie, always a pleasure. Good to see you finally be on one of my live shows. And the other day I was actually at Wendy's ordering some no salted fries on my way home from DJing, and I just happened to check on my phone while I was waiting for him to cook them. Saw that you had your live show. So, yeah, I get there late, but hey, I still get there. So, Bake the Snake, good to see you. Sean L., Big Will, Ruben, Big Lion, John, Mark is here. Aaron is here. Stephen Oates is here. I thank you all. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. James, Big Lion, Los, always good to see you. He's at work. I love so many people that they watch me during their working hours. Hopefully you're not air traffic controllers or anything. So, and you definitely don't want you to get fired. So, wrong number, of course. You got today's surprise subscriber shout-out. Comic Knight, welcome. Craig, welcome. Comic Lover Omega. I see a lot of people here that I've seen many times. I like that. Darwin is here. Hopefully you have your theory of comic evolution. Let's see. Batman, Father of Damien. Always love that name. Ruben, Jose, Niall. I'm not sure if I said your name. Joel, yes. Chewy. So Chewbacca's here. Jack P. 133. The Sula Stuff. You guys come up with some great names. The BPRD. Welcome to see you. Probe 186. I said Darwin. Sean. Eugene. Joe. Herbert. There's a lot of people. Another John. Josh. If I said your name twice, that's all right. I'm sure you don't mind. And just in case... And let's see, Probe 186 says, maybe trading for a Fantastic Four #5. That is a good thing to do. The guy said he'll make it work even though I don't have much in comparable value. That is awesome. That's even better. If you can do one heck of a trade and not even really have major things to go with it. You know, that is, like, I see so many channels where people, or even comments on my videos, they say, oh, you're so lucky, I can't afford these things, I don't know how to get them. Use your brain. You are only limited to your ability to think of ways to get the things that you want. Now, obviously, that does not include stealing. That does not include cheating or being dishonest. Because like I always say, karma will find you. It may not find you right away, and it may not affect you directly. I mean, it could affect you in a way that eventually affects you. So don't do the wrong thing. But find ways. If you have to do barters, if you have to do trades, if you decide to paint somebody's house, you know, you've been given some kind of gift. Use it. So hopefully this helps inspire people to know that deals can get done. So I can't guarantee that one day I'm going to get an Amazing Fantasy 15, but I'm going to do my best to make it happen. So if you know anybody out there that has an Amazing Fantasy 15, or has an extra Amazing Fantasy 15 that they wouldn't mind trading, I will come up with a video soon showing a whole bunch of my doubles. Now, like I said, that's going to include things like Amazing Spider-Man 14, Hulk 181 and 180, Fantastic Four issue number 48 and 49. I would even throw in my Batman 100 graded as a CGC 7.0 that has a double cover. Only 2 exist. That book alone is worth about $3,000 to $4,000. So I definitely have the books to be able to do a trade. It's just a matter of seeing if somebody would be willing to do that for me. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for coming in. Last minute additions. We see Andrea, Jack, welcome. I am so glad you guys are here. I have to get ready to go do that Sweet 16 parties to a fellow Scorpio. To everybody that wished me the happy birthdays, I really appreciate that. It's things like this that do make it happy. And again, an extra shout out to the 2 people that were kind enough to do the super chats. Obviously, you never have to do it, but it's appreciated when you do. So Comic Addiction, thank you for that. And Sith Lord, again, thank you. Those were very kind gestures. And I hope you all have a great day no matter what you do. And don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. And don't forget, last video, I made you guys open up a slipper. I'll see you later.